Yeah. So I muted everybody. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I think only the co-hosts can unmute themselves now. We are going to start the program in a few seconds from now. Let me begin by sharing my PowerPoint, and let me begin the routine way. I say the same things the first few minutes every time. Some of you who attend these programs regularly might be tired of hearing these things again and again and again and again. This is the 57th episode of SkillUP. SkillUP is a program that has been designed to give an opportunity to all the LCIPs who are some of the highest trained and certified Lions in Lions Clubs International. We have chosen LCIPs from the Isame area to be invited to these programs, and every fortnight on Thursdays, one of them makes a presentation in the presence of a chief guest who is typically a director or a past international director or somebody of that stature. So the idea is to share the opportunity that we have, the skills that we have, the knowledge that we have, so that we can benefit everybody. And we invite the FDIs and all the other trained graduates who are welcome to attend this program, learn from here, and also transfer the skills that they have been taught here. And similarly, this opportunity is given to non-Lions when the topics are not exclusively for Lions. There are quite a lot of topics that we deal with here. Sometimes life skills, sometimes personality development, sometimes leadership skills, and a few times, not many, exclusively Lions related topics. So the first year, that was 2 years ago, we did all these programs and we were very happy with the outcomes, with the participation, with the response, and with the encouragement that has been given by people who attended these programs. We went on with the same program in a slightly modified pattern for the second year, and the second year also we did quite a lot of programs. And this is the third year, SkillUp 3.0, and we have already done 8 programs this year, and today is the 9th, and that is the 57th episode of SkillUp. Today, we begin all these programs by explaining any one of the basics of Lionism, either the code of ethics or the purposes of Lionism or the motto of Lionism or the mission statement of Lionism, any one basic thing relating to Lionism. And today we have LCIF District Coordinator Bassam Eldana to explain to us what the first purpose of Lions Clubs International is. I invite Bassamji to explain to us the purpose.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. This purpose means that Lions Club International LCI is responsible for creating and supporting new clubs all around the world. When a new Lions Club is started, LCI ensures that it operates according to the values and goals of Lions. The aim is to bring people together to serve their communities. Lions Clubs International helps start new clubs, give them official recognition, and guide them so they can serve their communities well.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Bassam. That's a very, very simple and very, very easy to understand explanation of the first purpose of Lions Clubs International. So Lions Clubs International organizes clubs, charters clubs, supervises clubs, and Lions Clubs are created, chartered, and organized and supervised by LCI. This is the first purpose of Lions Clubs International. Thank you very much, Bassam, once again. So we are going on to the main part of the program. So we have our chief guest, international director, who served from 2010 to 12, Narendra Bhandariji, as the chief guest today. And we have Habib Abla, LCIP, as the speaker today. So let me stop sharing here, and then let me tell you about our chief guest for a minute so that we can just launch into the program. Our chief guest, Narendra Bhandariji, does not like to be called a past international director. He told me some time ago that he prefers to be called International Director 2010-2012. There is a logic in that. So when I asked myself, why did he say so? He is as active as any current international director. He never becomes past. So he works with the same passion, the same energy, and the same creative ideas and the same support that he gives to everybody as he was when he was a international director. And that's why perhaps he does not like to be called a past international director. That's why I deviated from the standard frame of that slide and then called him International Director 2010-12. He served as a district governor, as a council chairperson, and in many other positions. And I don't think I need to tell you about them, but I would like to tell you that he's a great organizer. He organized several district conferences, several district functions, multiple level conventions, multiple level events, RLLIs, and many other training events. And he was a popular resource person at almost all levels of Lions training programs, including RLLIs, SLIs, DG schooling, VDG schooling, etc. Narendra Bhandari is a corporate trainer also, and he was chairperson of the Isame Forum in 2011, which is still remembered as one of the best organized. Uh, when he was an international director, he was in charge of the finance committee and also later the headquarters operations committee. And I think I told you maybe 2 or 3 times earlier also, some international directors have this dual feathers. They are international directors as well as LCIPs. And Narendra Bhandari ji is one such. He served as the chairperson of the Centennial Action Committee for the Area 6. He served as GMT CA leader. Isame was then ISAAME. Africa was part of Isame. Now Africa is a separate constitutional area. He was the regional LCIF coordinator, group leader of DGE level seminars, GAT constitutional area leader for CA6. That was the time when I came very close to him. I had wonderful opportunities to work along with him. And every time I spoke to Narendra Bhandari ji, I had something to learn. And he has been one of my most uh, adored mentors and who shaped me, fashioned me, and who gave me lots of opportunities. And perhaps SkillUP also is an outcome of the interaction that I've had with him. Now he is the national coordinator of the weeks of service in India, and you know how effectively and how passionately he has popularized this first global service on mental wellness, and he is now ready to launch the second Global Service Week also. Without taking too much of your time, I invite International Director 2010-2012, Narendra Bhandari ji, to address us and declare this episode of SkillUP as inaugurated.
Thank you, nagaRAJU, for that elaborated introduction. In fact, introduction many times troubles us a lot because you increase the expectations of the audience and then you have to perform definitely well. Anyway, my greetings to each and every participant of this SkillUP event 57. I would rather say the impacting community. Welcome to each and every one of you. When I say the impacting community, I mean it because the participants today in this event, most of them the LCIPs and the FDIs, I am aware that you are the torch bearers or maybe you are the carriers of the many programs that LCI organizes, or maybe the psychology of the Lionism is properly transferred down the line to the line by the community that we are having in this particular meeting. At this juncture, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you, and especially nagaRAJU, for the effort that he has been putting in for this SkillUP program. Wonderfully organized, wonderfully planned, wonderfully executed, and wonderfully promoted. There's a lot from your organizing skill that each and every one of us learns how a program is to be made impactful and how to attract people to attend those type of programs. congratulations, and also to each and every one of you, because each and every one of you sometime or the other have made your presentation on this platform. My compliments to each and every one of you for the wonderful effort that you take, for the pains that you take in preparing an effective communication to our participants. Friends, I would go way back in 2017 to 2022 when I was the CA leader for Global Action Team. I remember at that point of time, we had interaction with some of our lions, the FDI graduates as well as the LCIP graduates. And the thought came into my mind that this is a very big resource which has been trained by Lions Clubs International, which is really very effective resource. Why not use them more and more often for promoting the Lions programs down the line to the club level? Also, while talking to nagaRAJU and other leaders, a thought came to our mind that yes, we have undergone some program at LCIP or organized by Lions Club, but at the same time, there may be more skills that we can learn and upgrade ourselves. So a thought came that let us upgrade our LCIP with more and more professional trainers outside Lionism also. And so we organized some of the programs. We invited a lot of other faculties to train us on uh, more higher skills. Also, we had an opportunity to have virtual or rather in-person training program organized at Hyderabad, which was very largely attended, largely supported, and largely participated. And all the participants said that yes, they are very well benefited. After that, the corona came in, and then we had to go into the virtual style of functioning. And then this program, virtual training, came into existence. And let me tell you, these programs have helped all our LCIPs and FDIs not only to upgrade but prepare more effectively. More nice presentations were done by all the participants, and the resources was really very, very enriched. And so, also we found out that all these resources, when they started training, these resources were very well utilized by LCI at each level, not by LCI, but even by districts and by our multiple districts and many other training programs where LCIPs were invited. The presentations were excellent, were phenomenal. So I thought that this is a really good way of keeping our LCIPs active, the FDIs active. At the same time, pass on the knowledge down the line to club level more effectively. So what I think that our LCAPs are to be more involved, more engaged. For that, one small thing that I would like to tell you that we don't have to wait for an invitation to be a faculty. We can create an event. We can create or we can proactively approach the governors or maybe region chairpersons or even to the level, to the club level. We can ask a few clubs to come together and we can make presentation on the topics which are of interest to Lions and promoting the Lions programs also. Friends, I'm not going to go into the subject that is being dealt by our presenter today. We are very fortunate to have Lion Habib Abla, a lion who has his journey from Leo to Lion, the 27 years journey starting from Beirut Al Kubra Lions Club. He is a multidimensional leader with a vast experience of managerial skills in different industries in Asia and Middle East. He's a pharmacist and a chemist and an MBA graduate. He has been interacting at international and local level also. He has that perspective. He is, of course, an LCIP. Welcome, Habib, and best wishes for your presentation today. I am also looking forward to listen to you. Friends, we also have other from LCIP, some other participants. So I'll just touch upon the topic that is being presented by Habib today. Let me tell you, LCI focuses on 8 global causes. Each of these becomes meaningful when converted into local action. Otherwise, it just remains a philosophy or a theory. When it is converted into local action, it is practical. Friends, we are all aware that India, SAME, and especially India, has largest membership, strongest service hours, and deep community presence. So we are innovators in how they are delivered locally, and that is very, very important. When these global clauses are converted locally very effectively, that makes the difference. For example, hunger, the global goal is end hunger. But locally, what we have done, local action, we are this year going to launch hunger-free town or hunger-free Vola. In whichever community you live, let's declare that we will have a hunger-free that community or that country also for that matter. For this, what do we do? We have organized langar, we have school nutrition program, we have meals on wheels, we have khichdi ghar, etc., etc. So this is a localized program, the global program that is being done. I'm not going to go into the other deep, other global causes also. But here we have other members also present. So at the role of, what is the role of the local clubs and leaders? Every club must identify one global cause and design one signature local project. That is how we can really create an impact what the LCI has targeted. At the same time, as an LCIP, what is our offering? Our offering to the community that whenever we get an opportunity, we must focus on consistency, visibility, collaboration, branding, or maybe joint club activities, NGOs, or training programs where these things can be focused, where these global causes can be effectively translated. At the same time, in our talks, we should emphasize our training on, we should emphasize that Lions must adopt local culture, local resources apart from LCIP, LCIF support that we have. So we can design some local partnerships for these global causes to make it effective. We should be proactive, as I told you, LCIPs in our training. We can take up when the service weeks are going on or when the global causes are being promoted, we should definitely in our training emphasize on communication mastery, team motivation, digital reporting and branding, community networking, or maybe CSR presentation. These are some of the topics that we can really take up to make these global causes more effective and how to localize their. We should also emphasize on inspiring youth and new members, encourage Leo-Lion collaboration, mentor new members through SkillUP programs, make every club a training club. That is something we should keep in mind. As we have LCIPs in this conference, I thought this is also what I should be sharing with LCIPs also. Lastly, friends, I would like to tell you, pick up one global cause, create one powerful local activity and repeat monthly. This is a message that we can give to our alliance to make it, or in other words, as an LCIP, let us train to serve so that our community will serve to transform the community. This is what I would like to say. And last two messages, service becomes sustainable when skill and global vision work together. Again, I will repeat, service becomes sustainable when skills and global vision work together. When global purpose meets local passion, Lions create miracles. All the best to all the participants. And thank you, Lion nagaRAJU, for this opportunity to be with the community, which really impacts our Lionism and also impacts the community. Thank you, Lion nagaRAJU, and all the participants for all the patient hearing and all that you do in Lionism. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, especially for that last note that you've given us. Skills and vision should work together, and LCIPs, FDIs, whoever, all the Lions should work with a vision and utilize the skills to serve the community better. Thank you for giving us an idea of what the future is likely to be, and the focus on the Hunger Relief Week that's going to happen soon, and also for the wonderful insights that you've given us. It's always pleasure listening to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
LCIP Habib Abla has already been introduced by the chief guest. I think quite a lot of information has already been given. That's why I don't need to spend much time on introducing him again. And Habib Abla, as I told you when I showed his photograph, he is the LCI. So I'm sorry, he is the GAT. Is it GAT area leader? I'm not. GLT area leader. I'm sorry, I forgot. So he's an MBA by qualification, and he's into pharmacy, pharmaceuticals, and he's a chemist, pharmacist, and chemist by profession. Uh, as has been pointed out, he has been there for 27 years. In managerial background, he brings here, and he has been associated with multiple industries, both in Asia and Middle East. When I chose this topic, I asked myself, why has he chosen a topic that is more relevant to lions than to people in general? So when I read his profile, I realized that he has a functional understanding of the local to the international perspectives in terms of his business. So strategic appreciation, cross-functional understanding. Maybe he is going to apply what he has learned in his profession to what he is going to speak to us today, and how he is going to connect the global perspectives and the local ones. He is a managing director of the Pharma Life Pharmacy and also Health Point, founder, president of Beirut Al Kubra Lions Club. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. He's the GLT district coordinator now, and he's one of the very, very sociable and friendly type. And I think, though I've been organizing these programs quite frequently every fortnight, it is with great comfort that I work with only a few of them, because I mean, they make my job so easy. They send me the profiles and the photographs and whatever I ask much before I even ask them a second time. In fact, even before I ask them. So Habib is one such. In fact, he is proactive. He instead of my asking him, he asked me what else do I need. So this is wonderful to work with. I invite LCIP Habibullah to make his presentation.
Thank you, nagaRAJU, and thank you, International Director Narendra. I think I'm the only one who got a double shot. You increased, you and International Director, the expectation and raised the bar before I start. So I will try to be up to the expectations now. I will share my presentation.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Fellow Lions, colleagues, and friends. Our topic today is a topic that represents the heart of Lions Club International. How we transform a local service into a global impact when we serve as one entity. Every club serves, every community has needs, but when we synchronize our action under the same cause, the same identity, and the same spirit, we become a movement rather than an organization. This presentation will show us.
I'm sorry, I cannot see your slideshow. Do you need to shut down and then maybe restart, or maybe you can check with somebody else?
No.
Yeah, now it's
Now,
seen,
yes.
but it's blurred.
No, the first slide. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now it's visible.
It's visible, but it's blurred.
Next one.
I think you can go ahead. This is okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this presentation will show us exactly how alignment multiplies our visibility, our credibility, and our impact as a service organization. And to understand why this alignment matters, let's look on how small independent actions become powerful when they converge. Think of your club as one river, like the rivers we see on the side of these pictures. Strong, beautiful, and impactful, but limited in size. But now imagine a dozen of rivers merging into one, like we see the one on the side merging into the mainstream. What will happen? This is what we're going to see today. When lions in different cities serve under the same cause during the same period, like we did in Mental Health Week or Diabetes Month, or as we're going to do in the Environment and Hunger Weeks that going to come next year, people will say lions are everywhere. They will not say my club did a service or his club did a service or I did something else. So they will see us as one. So unity will create a bigger visibility. And this visibility will create trust. And the trust will open doors to partnerships like we do with municipalities, schools, sponsors, or ministries. And that is the real power of a unified service. And if unity will create this power, how do we build that unity? We have to ask ourselves. We build it through our identity, a chain that must be connected, like this chain. This chain will represent our lion's identity. And it consists of 4 different rings that are interconnected. First one will represent our lion global cause.
Sorry for interrupting you, Habib. Your slides are not moving and they are not clear. Is it the same with other people, or do I have some problem with my system?
Yeah, only one slide is there.
Yeah, your slides are not, you are not gone to the full screen mode. And
I am. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Now it's good.
Now it's good.
Yeah, we can see the chain of identity now.
Okay. Oops.
Good now. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, now it's good.
It's much better. Yes. Go ahead. Go to the full screen mode and then start.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I continue.
Continue.
All right. The second one, the first one, when we choose this one, it will represent our lion global cause of our choice. The second ring will represent the branding related to this cause, and this branding is given by the Lions International, and we have to align on it without any changes. The third ring is the local action, the service we chose to do related to the initial global cause. And finally, the fourth ring will represent the impact, the measurable result. So one link is weak, one of these weak, like if we use an unclear cause or inconsistent branding or unrelated action, the whole chain will lose its strength. But when all 4 links are connected, our service become recognizable and trusted. And as we say, we are as strong as our weakest link. So this is why we have to maintain the 4 links and maintain their strengths as is in order to achieve the impact we want. And to build this identity, we have to anchor everything into the initial global cause. And these causes that our organization gave us, they are not haphazard. They represent the real global need backed by data, recognized by international partners and by many governments. So your club does not need to work on all the 8 at the same time, but choosing from them ensures your service connects with the global line story during each week. So when clubs align on the same cause, using the same brand style, recognition grows exponentially. And as we see in this picture, when clubs use the same poster everywhere, the same template, the same colors, communities will start to immediately recognize Lion's work. They will not see the people behind them.
No, I think we are on the chain of identity slide still. Maybe you have opened another window. You can use the mouse or the keyboard to change the slides. That will be easier, I think.
I will reopen. Don't worry. Huh?
Yeah, reopen it. And preferably use the keyboard or the mouse to change the slides.
I'm using that. Okay.
In the meanwhile, I would like to tell everybody that in case you have a question, you can raise your virtual hand and we will allow you to unmute yourself or hold back your questions till the end of the presentation. When Habib has finished his presentation, all of you will have time to ask him questions, give your comments, whatever. That will be maybe at about 9:55.
Now, okay.
No. I think you have some problem with the connectivity or maybe bandwidth.
No, okay. Now it's fine. Okay.
You can see it now, but it's not clear.
Okay. I use other technique خلاص.
We can see the slide, same brand, same timing is equal to trust.
I will share my screen or the whole screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Try this.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Not clear, but the slide can be seen. We can see the 3 pillars of transformation.
No, we were on this one.
Yeah.
So we were saying when the same club uses the same poster everywhere, it will create an impact, a global impact. They will not see the people behind the posters unless they focus a lot, but they will see the general branding, the general movement that we created during our service. So imagine if we have 5 clubs using different colors and different posters, it will surely result into a confusion. But if you have another 5 clubs that are using the same template and synchronizing the designs, we have a unified movement across the world. And we have to remember that branding is not a decoration. It's not a design. It's a service tool that we have to use in order to achieve this. It will help our community to recognize us as one and trust us and remember us for a long time. So how do clubs move from an isolated service into a unified service? They have to follow the 3 pillars technique. The first pillar is listening. So when clubs we want to design something, we have to listen to our community first. We have to look for the real need, not what we assume the need is. Then we have to start small. We don't need a huge project to start. Start with one classroom, one family, one neighborhood. Small action will eventually grow. And the third step, we have to measure and share. If it's not measured, our service is not measured, it will disappear. And if it's not shared, then it will never inspire others to do the same. So these pillars will transform a simple service into an impactful service. And how to make this practical? Clubs have to use the localization matrix technique. This techniques will help you match the global cause into the partnership that will help us amplify our service. For example, for diabetes, we can look for schools, universities, health centers with the municipality. For hunger, we can partner with local bakeries, NGOs, or any other entity that help people get food. Youth, we have to fetch for schools, universities, and maybe scouts. It doesn't matter how many columns we have or rows. You can customize this as you need, but it's very simple. While you're preparing the activity, in 60 seconds, you can get a matrix that will make your project ready. And to keep this energy alive, we can use the 90 days impact. This impact sprint is divided into 3 steps. First, we have to listen. We have to listen to our partners, collect information, get feedback, understand the need in the market, in the community. Then we have to act. We act. How do we act? We execute micro actions, small, simple, and repeatable ones that can be easily done. And last step is the 30 days of the 30 days is to celebrate our activity. We share the results, thank partners, report to my line. We should not forget this to amplify the impact, and inspire other clubs to do the same. And by this, every club will grow your impact and builds your club strength. And now let me show you 2 stories that can help you see how a small action can be a district-wide activity. This one started as a walk, a diabetes walk with one club. The second year, to support diabetes. The second year, another 3 clubs joined. And the years after, it became a district-wide activity. It had 0 cost. It's simple yet impactful. And the same thing we see with this activity. In this activity, a club partnered with a local bakery that had leftovers at night of some bread. They packaged it into a clean dignity baskets and distributed them to needy people. It has 0 cost, 0 complexity, maximum dignity. And when this model was shared with other clubs, it spread around and became also a district-wide activity. We can see that these 2 activities did not cost anything, but yet made a great impact, a great movement, a unified movement was seen by the community. So when clubs act locally, it became part of our global Lions story. And this one, once reported on the LCI and my Lions International, is impacted also by this story. Now, every action your club, once we do that, every action every club that does in his country become a point of light in our global map, our global Lions map. So when we report this activity with the right details, when the number of partners, people served, our story, what was our story about the service, we feed a global data set that shows exactly how powerful Lions are. Local action eventually will grow and will confirm our global proof. People will see us. They will not say a club had a service activity. They will see 1.4 million Lions are doing the service in this country or that country. And to make recognition stronger, we have to unify our visuals. The right branding that the international director talked about. This toolkit, we have to use the toolkit related to each global cause, not only the Lion International. We have to use the logos, the same colors, the same template, and for sure the same hashtag. We should not remember that because on the community or people search the internet, they will find the same story everywhere across all continents. So this will give our club a professional identity. It will ensure that when someone sees the blue and yellow logo or the yellow colors, they will immediately recognize that the Lions are over there. So brand unity it will result into a good trust, a good visibility, and for sure a recognition across the globe. And to reinforce this impact, we can use, when we want to report our service or story, we have to use the 3 number and 1 story approach. And the 3 numbers we have to report first, the people who have been served. This is will represent the impact we have on the community, how much people we serve. Second, the volunteers hours, how much effort we put. And third, the number of partners engaged. So these 3 numbers will demonstrate the extent of the service. And we have to finalize the story with 1 statement that represents what happened during that service. By using the 3 numbers and 1 story technique, your posting or your communication is simple yet impactful. And once we do it on on a global level, it will maintain the same identity everywhere. And this, eventually, when we use this, it will lead to a single collective agreement that we have pledged ourselves. It's the Lion Pledge. And where we commit, we have committed as of this year for at least 3 causes per year, like the Mental Health Week, the hunger, and the hunger and we forgot one.
Environment.
Yes, exactly. Where everyone and every club is working on at the same time for the same cause, and will have a big roar across the world once we do that. And this synchronization strengthens recognition and give us a unified leadership voice. And to summarize, this is a framework of 6 steps of what we have discussed, and will help us prepare for any activity that we do locally, that it will prepare us to have a global impact once we do that. The first step is we choose. We have to pick the first global cause, which cause we are working on. Then we have to plan. We have to do this, like we said, using the localization matrix by choosing the right partners that will amplify our service activity in our community and maybe globally. And third, use the right templates, the right toolkit, the branding toolkit that was being provided by LCI related to that cause specifically. And then we act. Remember, we have to start small, but yet small activity will grow eventually bigger and bigger with time and when people join us. And the fifth step is to have to report. And we have to report using the 3 numbers and 1 story technique to get an impactful communication on social media or any media platform that we choose. And as we do always, we have to finalize everything by a good celebration and recognize the volunteers that has been part of this activity and the partners who has been involved in amplifying our service. So by following these steps, we can do a local service, but yet with a large impact on the global level. Here I finished. I would like to thank you, and I have to tell you that together we can transform a local service into a global impact, and together we can serve as one entity, regardless which country we are doing the service itself across the world. Thank you very much, and I'm ready for any questions.
Thank you, Habib. Thank you very much. That was quite a very fresh perspective of what we think of global perspectives, local actions, how we align them. I think you have looked at it from a completely different creative perspective and made this presentation. Thank you very much for that, giving us those insights. And it's question time now. There are already quite a few words of appreciation and responses in the chat box. There is one hand risen. I think Rajesh Agarwalaji has a question, I think. Rajesh ji, do you have a question? You can unmute yourself. Or have you raised your hand by mistake? Okay, I'm lowering your hand. In case you have a question, please raise it again. So others can come forward to ask questions, give your comments, and give your own experiences, how you have aligned global focus areas with your own local club actions. What did you do to align with the global perspectives? Or if you have a question about what Habib has told us, you are welcome to ask. Habib, you have given us that 6-step process. Have you ever used it in the context of any service activity that your district or your club has organized?
We use it, yes, but not in that framework. And this also, as you said in your presentation, most multinational companies align and like if you see any media, Pepsi Cola, one message across the world, same branding, same simple thing. It has to be simple, impactful everywhere in the whole world to people recognize the logo, the colors, everything we do. And by this, it's very important to think, wear the hat. I'm not doing a service in my club. It's not me, I'm doing the service. Lions International is doing a service in this country and across the world. This is the mindset shift. I think Lions Club International didn't do that haphazardly. They did it internationally this year by choosing the weeks of service. They wanted to have an amplified impact across the world. People will not see a simple activity done in this country or that country. Yes, yet you have to be creative and look for the need in the country. But the branding and the story has to be impactful across the whole continents.
Thank you very much. Yeah, whenever we do even a very small activity, either as a Lion member or as a club, I think we have to look at it from the global perspective too. And we have to see that it aligns with the global focus areas, the global vision, and the global standards.
I think as you said, Yani, from now on, when we prepare any activity, we have to think of it beforehand in the preparation to design it in a way that will have a greater impact. Sometimes I can share a few things we see on social media, like a post for an activity mentioning all what happened, like minutes of meeting. It's not impactful. You have to say one statement, couple of statements, impactful. People will not read it a lot. So in order to get this impact across the whole clubs of the world, we have to use something unified.
You're right. Yeah. Any questions from anybody? Do you know that Lions class? Habib has already made a remark about that. So we have our own standard colors or standard logos, standardized icons, which Lions use. Hiam Halabi has a question, it seems.
Yes, thank you, Habib. Thank you, everybody. I wanted to ask Habib, according to what he was saying about the meeting, the report was like a minute of meeting. I agree with him because sometimes, some member in the club, they write in a way, and maybe the president himself, maybe as secretary, I feel like embarrassed. I don't want to change. So there is any template that you can share with us in order to be impactful, like he was saying. I agree totally with him. I mean, I like to have one template in order to report any event that we are doing monthly or weekly or whatever. Does it exist? A template like this we can fill in the blank. I know on Okobrook I report in a specific template, but on the social media I like to have Habib idea about the reporting way. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiam, for the question. There are a lot of recommendation or guidelines for posting on social media. Even there are different recommendations for Facebook rather than Instagram or on LinkedIn. But however, what I have shared today is simplicity. Three statement, three numbers. Imagine who am I serving? Number of serve. What did I impact? I served 100 people. I cured 100. I created an awareness for 100 children about diabetes. And how many people were serving? 1,000 lions were on the ground. Impactful. And the partners I did. These are the three numbers. You put it in a simple statement format. And the story. We create awareness. Mental Health Week. I don't know, something. There is no fixed statement, but there are guidelines to do that. But I can share anything, and if you want, on the private, I can share with you some recommendation and guidelines for each platform.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. For the benefit of everybody, I have just posted in the chat box the official colors in the chat. So when Lions Clubs International has given us the official colors, which are a kind of blue and a kind of yellow, which we call purple and gold sometimes. So these are the colors that we need to use when we create those posters, banners, flyers, whatever. You can copy that and keep it with you. You can give them to your printer. Of course, you can also officially download the logos from our Lions Club website directly. Lion Hanmandu, do you have a question? Can go ahead, Hanmandu. You can speak now. Hanmandu, you are unmuted. No. If you've risen your hand by mistake, I am lowering your hand. Ramesh, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. I have a question. Mr. Habib, you rightly said, can you give me again the explanation of 90-day impact sprint and how can local community address these global causes? Can you repeat that one? It is very useful to
Yeah.
implement.
This technique was, as earlier mentioned, it will give you ample time and direction to prepare for the activity. And it will prevent burnout because sometimes unfortunately, what we did in Mental Health Week, we were short in time. Everybody rushed without any proper community assessment. So in order to do that, the community assessment, you have 30 days to look around. We have a format in our platform, community assessment, to create the exact need, not what we assume as a need. So the 30 days frame is enough to do the research. We need to do a research. The second, we act on what we have prepared, and then we do the service, and then we report. So this is the 90 days is done based on statistics that will enable us to do the work in a good way and with a good preparation. That's the idea behind it. You can make it a little shorter, bigger if you have the need, but this is we should not burn out our efforts for something that because we have to do something. It has to be impactful. Once the community there is exact need, the intrinsic need of the community is known to us, then it will create an impact because community is happy.
So we are generally using this software in this agile framework. Now we can adopt in the local community also.
Usually, if you want to do, because we see, and I say to a lot of people, we do a lot of diabetes testing. Okay, a lot of people have the diabetes machine in their home. Some communities, they don't have this need, but if you go to rural areas and you see that they cannot afford it, it's more impactful when you do it in a rural area rather than in a city, because no impact. Every home has one. So
got it.
Bassam, do you have a question?
Yes, Lion Habib, how can the district, region, and zone chairperson be of a good asset in unifying and synchronizing all these projects and events so that it is a big impact on the society?
Yeah, this is a great question, Sam, for highlighting the role, the important role of a zone or region chairperson, because his role is to support and unify activities within his region or zone. So once he's aware of these techniques we have shared, and the clubs are aware of these techniques, alignment happens. So he can ask, using the same technique, the 90-day sprint technique, to ask, let's do a community assessment, not on the region zone, rather on the region level. So when the preparation is bigger and you have a unified need, you do you join efforts into a single activity, a single service activity in the region by joining these hands, and you get all the benefits and the impact you do, as we said earlier. And this can be repeated to other regions then, and then on the district level, then on the global level. The most important.
Sharma, do you have a question? Lion Vaike Sharma.
Yes, thank you very much to give the opportunity. My question is for this flood and disaster comes due to this rainfall and environmental disaster. How we have to serve to the loss to the society and even their accommodations, etc.
May I repeat the question to make sure that I understood it correctly? You mean if for the disaster relief community or section of our organization, how do we align on the global level? Correct?
Is that your question, and Sharma?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Thank you.
Unfortunately, there is no week for disaster relief. But our promise as Alliance, we are there when there is a need, there is a lion. And when there is any disaster across the world, all lions jump into the service, whether by being physically, joining hands, or financially across the whole world. And this is a unification. This is a message and a promise. But there are no synchronized week. But we should have a synchronized way of approach and branding when there is a disaster. I fully agree with you. For example, we have to see the same slogans, same approach across the world. Though it's an unfortunate moment, people will not see it as a branding opportunity, because a disaster is a disaster at the end. I
Thank
don't
you
know if
very much.
this.
However, there is a question on the chat box. I'm not very sure what the question is. It says, how to protect environment and improve skill development. This is from Hanuman Blue.
If I understood it correctly, there is for example, we have an environment week coming soon. So every one of us, every club should be in preparation using the community assessment. In my area, maybe environment is the pollution. In other areas across the world, maybe planting trees. They don't have a lot of trees in the desert. They have different needs across the world, but we have to prepare the whole setup to make it during the service environment, the week of service of related to environment, using the whole branding, using the whole approach, the messaging, in order to have a global impact. And the second part, improve skill development. I don't know if we have to train people to do how to use this, or how to approach a service week. This is a good topic, a new topic, but we can prepare it, because service week is not just a service. This is our topic of today. It's a global impact of a certain global need.
Yeah, the topic is global perspectives, global focus areas. How do they align with the local actions?
We have we have an opportunity in January to train ourselves how to approach this globally. Maybe together on this platform, we have to prepare something common. Using these approaches we have, they are not the only ones. We have a lot, but we have to think that all of us are doing environment support for the globe, for the whole globe.
Yeah, like small acts of kindness create a heaven and earth, like small particles of sand make a desert, like small drops of water make an ocean. How can the small little service activities that we do align with the global focus areas is what we need to think of. Yeah, any more questions? Nabil, you raised your hand and dropped. Do you have a question? I cannot see you.
While driving, maybe.
Nabil raised his hand and dropped it again. Nabil has left, it seems. Okay. Are there any other questions? Before we close, may I request the chief guest, International Director Lion Narendra Bhandari to give his closing remarks? Any? Sir, do you have any more points?
Sure. It was a wonderful presentation, Lion Habib. It was a very systematic approach how the global causes can be effectively implemented at the local level. He has rightly said that it is not necessary that we should venture all the global causes at a time. Whatever is the local need, And as he rightly said, if we have the local need assessment done, I think the philosophy of impact can be properly approached. Habib, you had a very nice presentation and all the participants are richly benefited. My appeal would be to each and every one of you, now that the Hunger Week is fast approaching, it is in January, we still have 30 or 40 days to go. Let us take a clue from what Habib has said. Let us plan the Hunger Week properly. It's not that overnight somebody says that this activity can be done and the next day we do that activity. It does not create that impact, or neither globally it can be a brand building activity. So what I feel, it is rightly said that let us plan properly the Hunger Week. It's a great opportunity that is ahead of us. And he rightly said about the environment also. The need of environment activity in different country or different area is different. So let us not venture into everything and do everything or do nothing. In spite of that, if we really select a global cause, one global cause, and implement it properly, even in hunger, there are hundreds of activities that could be done. If we pick up one activity, maybe buying a meal on wheels, buying a van, that could be a good activity. Or maybe starting a khichdi ghar or permanent center, that will really create an impact. Thank you once again, nagaRAJU. It was a wonderful presentation, Habib.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. So let me tell you, of course, Rajesh Joshi, who is the next presenter of this SkillUP series, is not available today. He's celebrating his birthday today. So most likely because of that, he has not joined us. I request, I think our district governor, Amarnath Rao, is there. Maybe a minute later, I'll ask him to propose a formal vote of thanks. Before that, I just would like to tell you that we have the next session on December 11th. So 11th December 2025 is 2 weeks from now. As you all know, these SkillUP presentations happen on alternate Thursdays. So December 11th is the next date. And LCIP Rajesh Joshi is going to make a presentation on a very interesting topic, design thinking. In fact, I know very little about this, and then maybe I also look forward to listening to him to know more about this design thinking. And let's all wait for that. Because Rajesh Joshi is not there, so I'll invite our district governor and LCIP, Amarnath Rao, to propose a vote of thanks. But before that, again, I would like to tell you that this is my contact number, 9866411211. In case you wish to receive these messages about the notifications about the SkillUP program, you can either send a hello to me and ask me for those notifications, or you can shoot that QR code on the right side and you will automatically join the WhatsApp group in which these messages are posted. So you will not receive any message in that group except the SkillUP notifications. So members cannot post anything there, only the admin can post, and I post only SkillUP notifications and nothing else there. In case you want to watch some of the video recordings of the SkillUP programs, so there is this link here, the youtube.com/nagaRAJU. You can click this link and then you can watch my videos. You can even search for nagaRAJU Malayala on YouTube. And most 95% of the presentations made till date are available there. So you can also watch the slideshows, many slideshows that I prepared for various purposes, both academic and Lions are available on slideshare.net. So now I invite Lion Amarnath Rao to pose a formal vote of thanks. Amar, can you unmute yourself? Amar, you can unmute yourself now. I cannot see you where you are.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to everybody. another 1 hour. Once again, it's a great session, SkillUP 57. Thank you for the chief guest, today's chief guest, Narendra Bandaraji, past international director, for your motivational and inspiring words, sir. Definitely, always you motivates everyone and gives a courage to present to the best. And now I also thank the today's speaker Habib Abla for a wonderful presentation on aligning global causes with local action. Thank you, Habib. Thank you. Wonderful. Once again, it is a very good presentation and a very thoughtful presentation. Thank you, Habib. Thank you. And also thank all the presentators for making the time and making their today's SkillUP a grand success. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We also thank Len Bassam for explaining the first purpose of Lions Clubs International to us. And in the future programs also, we'll have every time one of the purposes. Of course, we finished the code already, the code of ethics. And one of the purposes are some of the basics of Lionism explained. I'm sure they'll be extremely helpful to all of us. So now I am going to allow everybody to unmute yourselves and say, either hello to each other or greet each other or talk to each other. The program ends here, but the Zoom window is open for another 5 to 10 minutes.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. Great.
Bye. See you. I love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nice to see you all.
Thanks.
Nice to see you all.
I see quite a lot of new faces today. Maybe Habib has a huge fan following in Jordan,
Yeah.
in Lebanon, and in Palestine. I think quite a lot of. Maybe please come back to every one of these programs. You will not have Habib every time, but whoever is the presenter, please come back.
You are well known here. Yeah. Yesterday, a small joke. Yesterday, when I was opening my phone, my small daughter saw, who is he in this picture? It says nagaRAJU. Today, after school today, I was coming to the office. I say, today you have your meeting with Mr. nagaRAJU. It's like everybody in the family knows your name now.
How old is she? How old is your daughter?
11.
Oh, good.
This is the smallest.
Thank you. Those who have come to SkillUP for the first time may say hello to us, and then maybe they can introduce themselves.
Marvelous session.
Thank you.
Hello. I came the first time to SkillUP. I'm sorry. Maybe I lost I will check on the recording. I'm Hiyam Halabi. I'm the secretary of Yarze Lions Club.
Your question was great here.
Yeah, thank you. But I would like to know, because we as the club, we are very active and we have every month at least one event. But we don't focus on, we look at the need where we in the community. So some community are in need for breast cancer event. Some community are in need for site event. So that's for what we are not stick to the cause in this month or in this week. Anyway, but I like the idea this year with the new governor. We are working, many Lions Club are working as one team. This is new for me. So we are still working as one club only. But I like to join other clubs, and I'm seeking the help of Habib and Bassam for that. I like doing the jobs in a teamwork, So this is my idea.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for saying that. In fact, you can broaden your horizons. You can build bonds across, and you can come to Isame Forum if possible, to Ahmedabad, and you can also come to other forums, conventions, where you can build bonds with people and know people.
Hi, everybody. I find that today this is Rajesh Agarwal from Dubai. Today I find that we have a lot of international guests also, as rightly mentioned by nagaRAJU, that new faces are there. I have been attending every time and I'm so thrilled. And the best part is we all talk one language, one vision, one thought. And as suggested by nagaRAJU, once we come to Isame, we can witness so many things, so many things. Those who have not registered, they should register. That is a great forum.
It's an opportunity, yes.
Yeah, it is.
It is a yearly one, sir. Nagaraj sir. How?
It's on registration. It's from December 15th to 19th. The program actually begins on 16th, of course. December, you can check, you can come there by 16th. It's a
16th,
global
17th, and 18th.
forum
Very
event.
important.
There'll be people from 14 different countries and also from outside. There'll be delegates from India, South Asia, and Middle East.
We are arriving on the 15th morning.
Yeah. If you come there by 16th morning, you can participate in all the events. The registration
No,
is
15th, one day earlier. We're coming one day earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. And this time, please visit the website of Isame Forum Ahmedabad. You will find so many. Shiv Khera is there. So many international speakers are there, motivational. And on the last day, on the 18th, that Neha Dhupia program, the evening, the wonderful program is also there. So it's a full of education, full of thrill, full of participation, and we can see one-to-one all the national and international leaders. That is also one advantage for all the grassroots lions like us.
It's a great forum, sir.
You can search for Isame, ISAME 2025 forum, and you'll get more details, registration details and others. We have another 2-3 minutes to go, and some of you, those who have come here maybe the first time or maybe who are not very familiar with this program,
Yes, sir.
can introduce yourself. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Santobi. Yes, I'm very new here. Today is the first time for me, and this platform, I'm very interested.
You have a very sweet smile on your face. I love that. Sanatobi, how do I say your name?
You are on mute. You are on mute.
Oh, Sana Tombi, sir. S-A-N-A, Sana Tombi. T-O-M-B-I.
Sanato.
I can see the spelling there on the screen, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Sanatobi.
That's okay. Sana is also okay, sir.
Right. Sana is
yes, sir.
That's easy to remember.
Common name
I have registered. I have registered the Isami. So I have booked the ticket and everything done. Hotel reservation, everything done, sir.
Lovely. We'll meet there. We'll meet in Ahmedabad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Beside you, I see Rita. Rita, where are you from? Rita, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, from Beirut, Lebanon.
Beirut. Okay. Good. I'm very happy that all of you are attending this program despite the very political turmoil that I think is all around. I think we see Beirut, we see Palestine, we see Lebanon, we see all these things, areas in the news every day. And we feel so very pained that the kind of things that are happening there. Selina, do you want to say something? I see you coming during the last few sessions.
Coming from Trivandrum, for a few sessions I have been attending this. Earlier I have attended this lead program done by R.V. Biju, our second VDG. That time you took a session. That time I attended. So when I came to know this, I thought of joining.
Have been seeing
I am from Trivandrum. I am from Trivandrum.
Good. Great. I see a few others also. I saw Claudine Lassie. I think your video is not on, but in case you are there, you can just tell us where you are from. Claudine? Claudine, where are you from?
I'm from Lebanon. I am this year. Do you remember me, nagaRAJU? I have been in FDI refresher.
I see. You were in Mumbai. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Hello.
Okay.
This year I am the GST district coordinator for District 351. So I'm enjoying this very much, the global causes and the weeks of services. So it's a very nice. It's very hick here. Motivational. It's empowering. It's the leadership skills that I have is now at hands of everybody, giving all information, reminding them. And also we made a film about the global causes so that it will help also the mission 1.5 and letting everybody in the District 351, Lebanon, Jordan, and Palestine about Lions and what we do so that we get more membership and we tell everybody what we do really as Lions.
Please share it with me.
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Okay, I think it's time to call it a day, perhaps, and we'll meet again on December 11th for one more session of SkillUP. Thank you.